Hello everyone, my name is Stanisław Frejlak. Welcome to JIGS TV Weekly Go News. This week we have really a lot of news. So we will go one by one. We start with the international tournaments, and this is namely the M-Lily Cup. M-Lily Cup is a very big, prestigious tournament. The first place prize money is about 230,000 euro, and second place is 3 times less. So the winner gets much more than the next players. Time settings are long, 2 hours and 5 times 1 minute biomi, and in the final match, as you can see there, played the final match 3 hours of the main time. This is the fourth edition, and in the final there were two Chinese, Mi Yuting and Xie Ke. And in the first, this tournament is being held every second year. In the first edition, Mi Yuting won, beating Guli in the final. The second edition was won by Ke beating Lee Sedol. And in the third edition, there was a Korean final where Park Jong-hwan beat Park Yong-kun. And now the tournament was dominated by the Chinese. In the quarterfinal, the only non-Chinese was Ichiri Kiryo. And in the final, Mi Yuting had his his chance to get the title for the second time. Last week, we reported that it was 2-1 for Mi Yuting. And let's look at what happened during this week. So the first game, which they played, let's take a look. In the first game, as you can see, Mi Yuting is taking black stones and Xie Ke is white. The game started with this aggressive wedge by black, which resulted in a very interesting trade. White got a lot of points capturing black's wall, and black got a big moyo. Later, white was trying to reduce the moyo, and black was trying to counter all white's moves and then attack the other group of white. However, white managed the situation rather skillfully, and black was trying hard, even with taking bad shapes, even like not letting white get anything in the corner, but taking bad shapes. But then white was just building the shape on the bottom, and later still managed to run out with the group on the left. However, then black had time to attack the bottom group. So there were a lot of big exchanges in this game, and later white got his chance to live in the corner, but then black again attacked the big dragon of white. The game became really risky for white for the next time, but white managed to live. And then the next fight started when white started this ko, and at one point black ignored a ko threat of white, such a ko threat, and then white had a chance to start another ko, which white won. And later black still tried, but it was not enough. So after this game, the result was 2-2. Which means that Xie Ke was already close to taking the M-Lily Cup title. And then they played the last game where Xie Ke was black. And this game was looking a bit different. Black started with this moyo strategy, but then white easily reduced the moyo. Afterwards, black was still trying to get a lot in the center, but it's very difficult to get to protect points in such a center. Even after cutting off these stones of white, white still found a chance to get into black's area, and the game was not easy anyway. Black had quite a lot of points in the center, but then white found a very interesting combination on the top. Played one move, and then this really unexpected double hane, which resulted in a ko. the ko was being played for a long time. No, this code wasn't played. This code black just ignored. White managed to capture black's corner, but then black was trying to capture the whole group of white. And then the next ko started, and this ko was played longer. It moved to another place, and then white won the ko, but black captured the stones of white. Anyway, this was not enough. This was not enough for black to win, and white won the game. Which means that Miyu Ting won the M. Lily Cup for the second time in his life. Congratulations. And Xieke was second. I am sorry, I forgot about the board. The board is yes. The Miyu Ting here in the middle. Here is Miyu Ting, and Xieke taking the second place. All right. In Japan, there was a challenger deciding match. Yes, Xieke looked very sad on that photo. Yeah, I agree. And there were a few photos, and it was not that I chose the one on which he looked the most sad. He looked sad in each. Iyama, for a long time, was holding the Gosei title from the 37th to 42nd edition, 6 times in a row. And then he lost it to Kyokagen. Now, 3 years later, he finally managed to become a challenger after beating Ida Atsushi in the challenger deciding match. So now he will fight for the Gosei title, and the first game of the title match will be held on the 26th of June in Kurashiki in the Okayama prefecture. Okay. Another news is about the Agon Cup. Agon Cup is a tournament organized by a Buddhist new religion called Agonshu. The organization was founded in 1954 and legally recognized in 1981. It has headquarters in Kyoto, and as we can see, they are not only about the religion itself, but also about organizing big Go events. So they are sponsoring the Agon Cup, where 16 top Japanese players play each year. This will be the 28th edition, and for the first time, a female player qualifies to the main event. Fujisawa Rina, 5-dan, managed to beat Ome Yen, 9-dan professional, and she qualified. Congratulations. News from China. The 23rd edition of the Chinese A-League started. When there was the opening ceremony, it was raining, as we can see. And afterwards, the players were playing in the nice halls already under roofs. Some of the players needed to play online because, as each year in the Chinese A-League, there are foreign players. So here we can see the Korean players. They are not playing in the same team. Each is in a different team, and they are playing against Chinese opponents. And there was an interesting situation in one of the games. Kim Ji-sok was playing Chen Yaoye, and at move 57, Kim Ji-sok played on the first line. I am not sure if you can see this on the screen, that the previous move of white was a peep against black's jump, and then black plays on the first line. Of course, it was a misclick. Of course, it was not intended to be played here. And then Chen Yaoye went and looked for the referee. He didn't want to just take advantage of the unintended mistake of the opponent. And then the referee decided that in the Chinese A-League, it is up to the player to ask for or offer a possibility of replaying the game or of taking back the move. So they replayed the game up to that moment. The move was played elsewhere afterward, and in the end, Kim Ji-sok won. So Chen Yaoye, congratulations for the fair play, and good luck in the next rounds. All right. Now we have two news from Taiwan. There was the next game of the Mingren title match. Yeah, that's very different from what happened the last time. True. Last time in the final of the Samsung Cup, it was right in one of the international titles. Kedzie didn't go to referee, didn't ask for what should happen, and then Shin Jin-so lost the game after playing a first line move. Yeah, okay. We have the second Mingren in Taiwan, second edition of the tournament. And in the first edition, Xu Haohong lost to Lin Junyan in the final. Now he beat Lin Junyan in the final and in the semi-final, and in the final he was facing Wang Yuanjun. Here we can see the live commentary by Lin Lixiang, and it is, by the way, on YouTube. So you can just go to the YouTube of Haifeng channel, and especially if you can speak Chinese, then you can just watch the live commentaries of the top Taiwanese professionals. Let's take a look at the game. And now I remember that I had one more game here, which was in fact pretty amazing. So let's maybe go back to that one. I am sorry for not showing it before, because this was the game which I really wanted to show, the game of Iyama Yuta and Ida Atsushi, but I just forgot to put it. Okay, so let's take a look at that game. Yeah, it is really worth watching. So we will have the board, but we will not have the photos. And let's see. The game in the game, Iyama Yuta was taking black stones, and after white kicked, black counter bumped, and then black was attacked. And where was the next move of Iyama Yuta? Yeah, I am really sorry for not preparing the slide of it, because I think this game was really amazing. The next move of black, I don't know if the viewers can already predict it. It was C2. A Tesuji, if white just gives it to black, then black builds a nice shape. So white split black, of course, always split a Keima. But then black found a combination, and yeah, white managed to connect, but black lived in the corner. Alright, then the game continued. And at this moment, do you know what was the next move of Iyama Yuta? Can you predict this one already now? Yes, it was of course B10. And this time it was already impossible for Ida Atsushi to split, because then the 4 stones would die and black would just live. So Ida Atsushi didn't split. Black found a nice life on the left side. And then the group was also out. White didn't have enough points, or at least this is what Ida Atsushi judged. And after black was trying to destroy white's area, white just went for a big exchange and gave away 4 stones to black, and then tried to attack the big dragon. However, Iyama Yuta skillfully managed to create 2 eyes, and afterwards Ida Atsushi lost. So yeah, this was an amazing game. And again, congratulations to Iyama Yuta. Let's see if he can get the Gosei title for the 7th time. We will start tracking that title match already in 1.5 months. Alright, so now let's continue. We have all the slides about the unexpected events in the Chinese A-League, not only the rain but also the misclick. And then we have the Mingren title match, where Xu Haohong was facing Wang Yuanjun. And this game we will also watch. We will take a look. So last week, Xu Haohong was already winning 3-1, and this is best of 7. So if now Xu Haohong won, he already gets the Mingren title. Let's take a look if he actually managed. Did he manage? The game started. Sorry, this is not this game. This is the game of Iyama Yuta. The game started with this Joseki. after which black chose this aggressive Hane, and white continued by putting a lot of pressure on black stones, and black decided it's pointless to try to save them because white is so strong everywhere. But then I don't know, I would be a bit happy as white capturing such stones. Anyway, the game continued rather calmly, and this was an interesting moment when white approached black's shape. Black answered from the other side, and then white was trying to get in and cut off 2 stones of black. And now, instead of continuing, white played a move which might be a bit surprising at first. White played in the other part of the board, not where the main fight was happening, exchanged a few moves, and only then went back to the lower left corner. Why was that? We will see it in a few moves when black cut white's shape, and then, unfortunately for black, the ladder doesn't work because white's moves were actually ladder breakers. So black needed to just pull back, but then white was happy capturing the 4 stones of black. Afterwards, white still apparently couldn't just make the game calm and still tried to do his really best. Kicked here and afterwards cut off black stones. There was a really intense fight. Black managed to make life on the right side, and the fight continued. There were no big explosion afterwards, just the game was rather close, but Xu Haohong had an advantage of a few points. In the end, I guess 2 points or something like this, which means that Xu Haohong got the Mingren title. Congratulations. And now let's go to the Tianyuan title match. In that match, Wang Yinjun was winning 3-2 before 1 week ago. And this is the 20th edition of the Tianyuan title. Wang Yinjun already won the title before, 4 times in fact, from the 14th to 17th edition. 2 years ago, Lin Junyan took it from him, and then Wang Yinjun got it again this time. Let's take a look at the game. All right. So this game started with a bit funny shape. White kicking twice and white not answering one of the times, and later black trying to get some nice influence towards the bottom side, but then I am not sure of this move of black. Black just slided into the corner and white said that no, the center is more important, the moyo is more important. Black took some points, but white got a nice box on the left side. And what happened afterwards? Afterwards the game was being played rather calmly. White managed to surround the group of black, and then after the attachment, black started the fight, which was maybe unreasonable. Ko started, and black managed to save the stones on the bottom. But then this group of black, well, it is alive, and that group of black is also alive. But looking at both of them at the same time, white can find this Tesuji, which threatens killing the group above, and then white killed the other group on Ko. The Ko continued until the end of the game, and at one point black decided that he doesn't have Ko threats anymore and resigned, gave up. Which means Wang Yinjun wins the Tianyuan title. Congratulations. Alright, and now let's move to Europe, and we have quite a few news from Europe. First of all, the Transatlantic Professional Go League. As you maybe remember, there were before 3 editions of the European Professional Go League, and in one of the editions there was a guest from North America, Ryan Lee, and actually he managed to win all his games and he took the first place. Now, European Go Federation is continuing the cooperation with the North American Go Federation. You remember that the American Go Association merged with the Canadian Go Association, and now there is a North American Go Federation. And the Transatlantic Professional Go League will start in 1 week. And there will be not only two guests this time from North America, but also two amateurs. On this weekend, there was an amateur qualification to that league. There were 8 top European amateur players playing in 2 leagues, and there are 2 spots. So there was a very interesting system. First, there are played the league games, and if someone wins, I think I don't have 2 results, right? I don't have 2 results, so there should be also the result that Victor Lin managed to beat me in League B, and that Jonas Welticke managed to beat Benjamin Drehan in the second game. All right, so after the first 2 rounds, it was already clear that Jonas Welticke, who was seeded as the 4th player, like he was in the 4th basket, managed to be out of the league already. I mean, he reached the 2nd stage, and Lucas Potvera was out. And in the other league, in League B, I was about to play the barrage, the deciding match, and Luka Neiring was out, Victor Lin was in. Then there were the deciding matches in the leagues, where Remy Compagnie got his revenge against Benjamin Drehan, and Oscar Vasquez beat me. So it meant that now there were Oscar Vasquez and Victor Lin, who went out of the League B, and Jonas Welticke and Remy Compagnie, who got out of League A. Then there were the final matches. In the final match, Jonas Welticke was playing Oscar Vasquez, and Oscar won, which means Oscar is one of the players who will take part in the Transatlantic Professional Go League. And in the second final match, Remy Compagnie beat Victor Lin. Also, congratulations to Remy, and good luck, Remy and Oscar. Here you can see the leagues. In the first league, there are 3 European professionals, Ilya, Artem, and Andriy, 1 professional from the US, Calvin Swen, and Oscar Vasquez. In League B, again, 3 European professionals, Ali Jabarin, Pavel Lisy, Tongile Calvet, 1 Canadian professional, Ryan Lee, and Remy Compagnie. Let's see how the games go. Now let's move to another news, which are about the PandaNet European Go Team Championship. We are also reporting about what is happening in the League A, but there are more leagues. There are 4 leagues, and in the 4th league, Georgia and Slovenia. The brackets, the table is not yet updated. Georgia and Slovenia has 1 more win after the 7th round, and they will meet in the 9th round. The 8th round will be played tomorrow, so you can go to the PandaNet Go server and watch the games of the League D. Also, League C will have its games tomorrow. There are less teams in League C, so this will be the last round. Here you can see that South Africa is doing best. They are for sure taking the 1st place. There is a very strong player in the Southern African team, Victor Cho. And in the last round, South Africa faces Denmark, Lithuania faces Norway, and Ireland plays Spain. So this means it's really not clear, because if Southern Africa team is the strongest, then it's not clear Denmark will make it to the deciding matches, qualifying matches to League B. Also, it's not clear whether Spain or Slovakia will be playing the relegation matches. And then finally, League B, the match was played last Tuesday, the eighth round, already the eighth round. Italy lost to Netherlands, which means that Netherlands for sure takes the first place, and in the next season they will play in League A. Finland beat United Kingdom, which means Finland still has chances to go to the qualifying matches. The last round will be played in 2 weeks. Another news from Russia. As you know from the info screen, which is appearing always before the JIGS TV Go news, there will be the World Amateur Go Championship in 3 weeks. It will be held in Vladivostok in Russia, and it will be played face to face, and if some players will not be able to come, they will play online. The Russian team, consisting of 6 top players from the Russian Championship, was playing the preliminaries, which were to decide who will represent Russia. And the winner is Anton Chernych. So congratulations to Anton. He won 4 of his games, losing only to Alex Muromtsev, the youngest player. How old is Alex? Is he 14? I think he is 14. Congratulations to Anton and to all the players, because none of the players was like losing everything. Every player showed his best. This weekend there was also a Czech tournament played on KGS, and this is one of the qualifying tournaments for the Czech Championship. Maybe you know about this, that in Czech Republic there is no one qualification tournament which decides who will play in the league of the Czech Championship. There are 3, I think. The players are collecting points, and in this tournament, Ondřej Kruml took the first place, beating Jan Šimara, who finished second. There were, I think, 35 participants, and interestingly, there were 8 players from Kyrgyzstan, also 1 player from Poland, and I am not sure if there were more foreigners. But the players from Kyrgyzstan, I didn't hear about them before. Nice that they are playing Go and that they hear about the online events and they can join the Czech tournament. All right, this is it about the Go news, and now let's move to the interview. This time we have interview with Kim Ovelin, also known as Murugandi. He's a Go artist, and he will tell us about all the projects he participates in.
Hello everybody, today we are talking to Kim Ovelin, and maybe you know him, maybe not. I think most of you have seen him before because he is also famous in Europe because he has so many Go projects. And about that we would like to talk today. So welcome, Kim.
Thank you, Manja. Thanks for having me.
And actually you're in the Go scene for quite a while already. How strong are you in Go?
I'm a 4 Dan from the Netherlands, so my European level is about 4 Dan, yeah.
Have you ever played together? I can't remember.
No, I don't think we ever played against each other.
Okay, then we should have a battle somehow. Okay, but today we are not talking about that. We are talking about what you do actually for the Go community, and that is actually quite a lot. So you do have a proper normal job which is not related to Go, or you are just living from doing something on Go?
I'm mostly living from Go at the moment, but I have a lot of small projects that I'm doing. So I'm an editor and I'm a writer, and that's my main job.
And so I probably just know a few of the projects, so let's maybe talk about that. I know that there's the European Go Journal, which is published and produced by Artem, and I think you help a lot in that too, right? So can you tell us a little bit more about the Go Journal?
Sure. So Artem Kachanovsky started the European Go Journal early this year, I believe in February. And he asked me to help him, so I'm proofreading the material, and it's a monthly journal. So we already published 2 journals, and we're now working on the third one, the April edition.
And I heard that you also got really famous because of your arts. So you're doing a lot of arts in combination with Go. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So I make logos and all kinds of things. For example, book covers for Go-related organizations. So I have an Etsy shop, and in my Etsy shop I sell my postcards.
That's a nice turtle shape.
So I have about 30 different postcards.
Yes, and they can be bought in your shop, right?
Yeah, these are all available in my shop. I also make posters.
And beside the arts you're doing and the Go Journal for Europe, you are also producing books together with Neon Keen. Is that correct?
Together with Kiseido, the Kiseido publishing company that's run by Richard Botselig in Japan. At the moment, I'm making 3 books together with my friend Peter Brouwer. Maybe some of you already know him. He's a 6th Dan from the Netherlands, and he used to be known on KGS as Danoontje. And I had a very big project with him from 2015 from 2012 until 2015 called Badook Movies.
Where can I buy the books?
Yeah, so the first volume is almost finished, and it will be available, in all Go stores around the world, I believe, because the Kiseido books are very famous.
That's really nice, yes. And beside that, you are also teaching Go, and you basically do that in the Netherlands, is that correct?
Not just here, I do it online, so I have students all over the world. I've been doing that since 2010. I also did a video series for EuroGo TV, and a lot of people know me from that. And after that, I started teaching online. I have students in America, Brazil, Belgium, you name it.
Yeah, that's really great. And is there another project I'm not aware of and you would like to talk about?
Well, I would like to talk a little bit more about my books. So the series I'm writing at the moment with Peter Brouwer is called Weird and Wonderful. I'm quite proud of these books that we're making. It's about unusual moves in professional games, trick plays in strange geography that you maybe have never seen before, and spectacular Go problems. So it will be a series of 3 books.
Aha, nice. And when is it expected to be done and buyable?
So the first volume is almost done, and it will probably be in stores in about 2 months.
Cool. Nice. So maybe once the book is out, we can have a small view into the book as well. That would be cool. Yeah.
Sure.
That is really wonderful. So you see that really quite a lot is going on, and I'm very happy that with the JIGS News we have here a platform to also promote our young talents and what they are doing and distributing their news. So I'm very happy that we had you today as an interview partner. Thank you very much, Kim, and hope to see you soon with cool new projects in the future.
Thanks.
Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thank you, Kim, for the interview. I am always happy to see your art. Let's move to the Tsumego section. In the Tsumego section, I think the third problem for the double-digit queue was not easy, but there was one correct solution. And in the single-digit queue section, Grigory Zavalov is very close to getting the 75 points threshold, and in fact the first problem was the most difficult according to the results. So my judgment was incorrect. I am not sure if anyone found the correct solution there. The order of moves was wrong. And in the done section, David Ulbricht solved all correct. Here you can see the new problems. Take a look at them and send us the solutions until next Sunday. Okay, this is it for today. So see you next week. as always, next Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time. See you then. Bye bye.